Oh, it's stuck to my brush.
God, no.
There's a piece of your eyebrow stuck to my eyebrow pen.
You're welcome.
Be flirty. Okay, ready?
The most highly anticipated Brad and Rach yet.
It's the most dramatic episode of Brad and Rach to date.
Not.
The smoky eye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for letting me do this to you.
You're welcome.
I'm impressed.
It's not often that I get to be a model.
True. If you're here to have a serious tutorial of how to do a good smoky eye, not your video.
You're right where you should be.
I think I've done a smoky eye on myself exactly one time.
I don't even know what a smoky eye is. Could you start there?
A smoky eye is just like, you use a lot of grays and blacks, and like, it's a pretty heavily makeup eye that looks smoky and smoldery and like sexy, which looks really bad on me. I'm like very fair complected and I just look kind of dead. So I never ever do a smoky eye. I hardly ever wear eyeshadow in general. So I'm not good at it. I don't even own eyeliner. So I'm not even.
I don't either.
That's like a pretty significant part, I think, of a smoky eye, but I don't even have it.
You're just gonna make do?
Yep.
Does it help that you're an eye doctor?
No. That helps none.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
While she's doing the makeup, it's not a tutorial. Makeup.
While I'm doing his makeup.
Expedition.
Am I doing both eyes?
Exhibition. No, just do one eye.
Okay.
We'll talk about some of the pros and cons of living life on YouTube.
Yeah.
When I say living life on YouTube, 15-minute videos every day on YouTube.
Yeah. That is a very small portion of our lives.
But people don't think that.
They don't.
They think that they see your entire life, which is one of the cons.
They also feel very protected behind their computer screen and feel like they can criticize. I'm feeling a little beat down lately. What's really hard to swallow is that we're doing absolutely the best we can as parents. And I feel like we're doing the best we can at life in general. We're both pretty ambitious people. We set a high bar for ourselves in pretty much every aspect of life, and we're doing our best. So then, and I've tried to stop reading comments, so then we put out a video that's 15 minutes and arguably some of the best 15 minutes of our day, where we can put out there only what we want to be portrayed. Mm-hmm. And people still criticize. Literally everything that you do can be criticized, down to my plans for our laundry room, and it's exhausting. And so when we're doing it to ourselves because we're putting this content out there every day, but there will be a video where I'm like, there can't be possibly anything in this video that someone can criticize. And then it gets ripped apart for something. And it's like, how can you watch these videos? And I've noticed on other people's channels too, like people I enjoy watching, I'll watch their video and then I'll just peruse the comments. And I'm like, how did you think of that mean thing to say based on that video? I just don't understand how people's mind work though. I've said all I need to say.
And were people like this before the internet?
Probably not. There wasn't an easy way. I mean, you could talk behind people's backs, but there wasn't an easy way to like tell people exactly how you felt without having to say it to their face.
Yeah, I mean, you had to write them a letter.
Right, or tell them to their face.
Do I keep my eyes closed the whole time?
So this is just...
Is this gonna be like a big dramatic reveal? Well,
no.
I guess the thing is, so I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see clearly anyway. So it's like a big reveal.
This is the Painterly by MAC, and it's just a primer for your eyeshadow to help it really stay. I bought it for our wedding, and I still have most of this container.
Did I use that the other night when I did your makeup?
You did not, because it's not in my everyday makeup kit.
So if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty darn good. We'll link it in the iCard here.
I always point to the wrong side.
We'll link it in the iCard here.
So this is really good for if you're going out for the evening and you don't want your eyeshadow to look creasy. Mm-hmm. Any eyeshadow really will, even the best of the eyeshadows will crease in the folds, the natural folds of your eye. Okay. So this will prevent that from happening. And I've gone to sleep with my makeup on and woken up the next day and it was still pretty much intact because of this.
So tonight I'm drinking Next Coast IPA from Goose Island. It's just a beautiful...
It's really pretty.
7%. Woo! It's a tropical pale ale.
I never really know what that even
IPA,
means.
I mean. Tropical?
No, like when you say 7%, I don't really get.
Well, I think a Bud Light's like a 4.2.
So what do you, I don't know, you don't care what people think, which is lovely.
I have a lot of self-confidence.
It's good.
Yeah, I feel like I live a life of integrity.
So there's really nothing to improve upon.
Well, that's definitely not true. I've gained a lot of weight during this quarantine.
You have?
Well, I don't know if I've gained weight, but it feels like I have.
I don't feel
It's like
you've
I'm
gained
wearing
any
my
weight.
weight in my belly.
Is that, are you thinking people are seeing that on the vlogs?
Oh.
Has anyone said, man, Brad's looking like he's carrying his weight around his belly?
No, because I think I kind of always have had a little bit of a belly.
Oh, not.
But now it's just getting a little bit worse. But what was the question?
I'm not sure what that has to do with.
Living life on YouTube.
Right. I also don't know if I'm supposed to be doing eyebrows are probably supposed to be done last. Like I said, don't.
Why?
I usually don't even do my eyebrows. Why what?
Why would you do them last?
I don't know.
What difference would that make?
I have no idea.
Alright.
Because maybe before you have the rest of your makeup on, there's a piece of your eyebrow stuck to my eyebrow pin.
You're welcome.
I don't want to discount the fact that a vast majority of the comments that we receive are really sweet.
Yeah, we're not sitting here asking or fishing for compliments.
Definitely not.
That's for sure.
And we do take note of the really, really sweet people that have nothing but nice things to say. And
That's why we continue to read comments.
Exactly. And I'll frequently ask for something legit, like that I need.
Like advice.
Recommendations on something or advice or whatever. There's a lot of really, 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 really sweet people out there, and it's super flattering when someone says they think we're great parents, because we're just, like I said, we're just doing the best we can. So I am now using my eyebrow pencil as eyeliner, because I feel like for a smoky eye, it just needs to be more dramatic than I can do without eyeliner. This isn't looking like eyeliner. It's too soft.
So what's your least favorite song in the whole wide world?
Probably the Blippi Tractor song.
Really?
Yeah.
You like that, or you like that less than the choo choo, here comes the train.
They're both pretty low. Which one do you like better? Which Blippi song do you like the best? Why do you use the, you like the train one better?
Like, are there any comments that you feel like have really stuck out?
That are mean?
Yeah, that you can actually remember.
Yeah. I remember when we first got those ride-on toys. You can open your eye for a second. When we first got those ride-on toys, and like, it had not even crossed my mind that we would need to put a helmet on the kids. And so they like just tried them out in the driveway without helmets on. In hindsight, of course we should have had helmets on them, but we didn't. And so I can't even tell you how many comments we got, which is different because it's for the safety of our children. But then like a couple of days later, Bear fell in my parents' driveway, like busted his lip a little bit.
I remember that.
And someone was like, again without a helmet on.
Oh, because he was literally running.
He was running around in the driveway, and we didn't have a helmet on him, and they were like, again, you didn't have a helmet on. It's like,
he wasn't even on a bicycle or
and then
toddlers. He wasn't even a toddler yet. Kids fall down?
They do. And then like not long after that, it was the same person. He was like walking around in the driveway that was wet, and they were mad because we let him walk around in a wet driveway, and it could have been slippery. And he didn't have a helmet on then either. So that probably stands out.
That's great.
The ones regarding their safety don't bother me near as much as when Bear was body shamed. That was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. Or someone asked if Lyndall has Down syndrome.
It's just like,
what is wrong with you people?
Even if she did, which would be fine, that's not a tactful way of like finding out. Does anything stand out in your mind? You can't do that. I can't.
I was thinking. That was my hard think face.
That was a really hard think face. You weren't expecting that.
It was probably better that I wasn't.
Was it a little wet? Okay, relax your eyelids.
Nothing else really comes to mind. I have a horrible memory anyway. And I mean, honestly, I don't read very many of the comments.
You just look like you have a black eye. It's not looking good.
It doesn't even look like I have makeup on, does it?
Well, we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
The time I think I felt the worst and I actually had to take a break from social media for a while was when we were getting ready to move into this house and I was pregnant. Looking back, and I knew this, I knew at the time, like I know when I'm being hormonal. I knew I was being hormonal, but I had no control over it because I was pregnant and sleep deprived and had twin toddlers, not even toddlers. But anyway, like our move-in date got pushed back a couple of times and I was just like exhausted with the delays and just really was nesting and needed to get the heck into this house, and it got pushed back again, and so I cried on the vlog. And oh man, it was so bad, so bad. People were so upset with me because I was upset that our move date got pushed back. And the thing that I think happens a lot is if you get upset about anything in your life, there is always
someone who has it worse.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much all of our problems are first world.
Absolutely.
Maybe minus, you know, Eloise having to have kidney surgery.
That was not ideal.
That's not a first world problem.
No.
But everything else is.
Right. So, and we're very aware of our situation. We like to give back as much as we possibly can.
But I earned the situation that I'm in. I was not given, well, my parents bought me a car, but I was not given anything. You know, I left for boot camp literally the day after I graduated high school. 6 years in the Army, that paid for my undergrad, military scholarship for optometry school.
Which was a huge deal.
Active duty Navy. We haven't been given anything.
No, that was very well said. And the same is true for me. My parents told me that they would pay for 4 years of college because they knew I was going to be getting a higher level education. So they paid for my undergrad. However, I got a full ride scholarship because I worked my patootie off in high school and retook the ACTs until I got a score that I could get my school paid for. So I essentially paid for my undergrad by working hard in high school, and then we paid for my optometry school too. And that was a degree that I knew would land me a job that would land me the lifestyle, not just money-wise, but career-wise, being a mom. I knew I wanted to be a doctor, and I knew I didn't want to be on call all the time so that I could spend time at home with my kids. So that was all very calculated to get to where we are. It wasn't just, this didn't just happen. Both of us had to work really hard to have the lifestyle that we have. So
I mean, obviously your parents are pretty well off.
Right,
So
which they've worked hard. They're self-made as well.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we have access to a limousine.
Right.
And obviously we bought the boat together, but your dad also has the pontoon and the RV.
And a great location for their home.
So we're definitely blessed in that sense, for sure.
Absolutely. This is really interesting, these false eyelashes, how they're going on.
Oh, you're putting on false eyelashes?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have any, I don't have any glue, and so they have just like whatever adhesive is on them, so they're not staying very well. And you also blink while your eyes are closed. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna curl them. Remember when you did my, uh-oh, we lost another set of lashes.
Oh no.
Oh, it's stuck to my brush.
God, no. Remember when I did your makeup and I got it all over your eyelid?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's a weird sensation.
Look straight ahead. And down. His eyelashes are so straight, it would help immensely to do the curler, but I've pinched the very edge of my eyelashes enough to know that you would not be able to handle that kind of pain. No offense. This video has been way more serious than I thought it was going to be.
We are just a joy to be around.
Barrel of monkeys. You look like you've had a really long night.
So when you wear makeup, do you just feel like you have paint on your face?
Yep. You look like a drag queen that bought the cheap eyelashes. Look down. Okay, we lost it. What do you think?
That's fine.
Look at me. You look pretty.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh, thanks, honey.
I should have done both eyes.
No.
Yeah. All right.
All right. That was depressing.
It was.
How are we even going to publish this?
I don't know. Thanks for sticking it out with us.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Ouch.
Smile. Now look at the camera. And then wink. Okay, but more like go. Okay, a little bit more. I need like drop your shoulder and like really like flirt. Be flirty. Like, okay, ready? Flirt. blurry eye. Okay, ready?